again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you were thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course, sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's a badge of honor. I'm making another Karen Read video. Yes, I am, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you why. And I'm going to give this eternal killing plastic straw to Karen Read and her ridiculous defense attorneys, because I cannot. Okay. I had someone on one of my videos last week, the first Karen Read video I did. And look, let me just stipulate this, okay? I did not watch the first trial. I didn't know anything about this trial, all right? I watched, the first thing I heard about this is I kept seeing HBO Max put up this, Body in the Snow documentary. So I was like, let me watch this. And as I was watching it, I was going on IMDb, because I always go on IMDb to read the reviews and whatever. And, there was a lot of people on there that were very pro Karen Read. But there were other people that were like, I don't know who the hell thought this was a good idea to have this lady do this, because this is not good. And I came out of that still leaning towards prosecution, but not 100%. Like, I was like, all right, there are a few things that the defense brought up that I were like, that's very strange if you're looking at it in a vacuum. For sure, there was some stuff that the defense brought up that I was like, okay, well, that's their job, to poke holes in the prosecution. Do I think it poked enough holes to have a mistrial instead of an outcome? No. Was there reasonable doubt? Clearly, in the minds of the jurors, there at least on some of their parts there were, because there was a hung jury and a mistrial. So in the second trial, I was like, all right, let me just go in. Again, not having leaning a little towards the prosecution, but not crazy leaning towards the prosecution. And I watched it. And I watched it for a week now. And she did it, okay? She did it. She's a drunk. She's an in-denial alcoholic. And you should see on Court TV's coverage, Court TV, shame on them, will not allow normal people to comment on the proceedings. It's just all the members only. So I don't know how you become a member of Court TV's whatever, but like only the members are able to comment. And it is like, it is Karen Read 24/7. They are basically the online equivalent of all those weirdos sitting outside the courthouse, cheering her on as she walks by like Miss America. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. It's gross. It's gross. These people are retarded, basically. Again, they want you to think, and I'm not gonna belabor this too much. I just wanted to put it out there, okay? They want you to think that there's like 15 to 20 people so far, that have somehow gotten together, even people that don't even know each other. They may have a passing acquaintance with each other, but just because you know someone or know who someone is in a small town does not mean that they're your BFF. And even if they were your BFF, would you commit murder for them, or would you cover up a murder if they asked you to? The way that the Karen stands are trying to make it seem like is that all these people got together and they're like, okay, the Alberts and the McCabe's have obviously paid all these people off. They're just loaded. These people are just absolutely loaded. They've got Swiss bank accounts or something where they are able to pull all this money together and give it to all these witnesses and all these outcry witnesses that, there's no paper trail of this whatsoever, electronic or otherwise, but somehow they've paid them all off, or they've all gotten them on the same page, or they've threatened them, or whatever the stupid thing that the Karen fans want you to think happened. That they all got together and they all said that Karen Read blurted out several times now keep in mind, several witnesses. Not just one witness, not two, not three, not four, many, including paramedics, firefighters, cops, and John's friends. All of them were like, she said, I hit him. And the defense is looking like such a-holes right now, which I'm like, dig that hole, y'all. Dig that hole. Because they're basically taking each witness that is just like for example, today I'm watching, it's Monday, taking a witness that was a firefighter, paramedic, and basically insinuating that she was in cahoots with one of the Albert children, and that they got together and they're like, how can we frame Karen Read? Like, how? We're so jealous of her. She's so beautiful and stunning, and she's so successful. And, you know, all of us in Canton know how amazing Karen Read is, and we're just jealous of her. We just can't stand to even be in the same room with her because we're so inferior. That's the garbage. That's like the level of stupidity that we are dealing with here. And, you know, again, Occam's razor. Karen, you got wasted, okay? You're an in-denial alcoholic. And they want to talk about, oh, Karen, did anyone see her driving erratically? And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell on myself right now. And if you have any compunction, you will tell on yourself too. Because I stopped drinking almost 3 years ago. But prior to that, there were many, many evenings. I am ashamed to say, I'm not proud to admit this, that I drove drunk, okay? I drove very drunk. And when you are driving drunk, you are at 10-2, man. You are 10-2, your eyes, so everyone's like, did you see her swerving? No, because she was like this. She was like being very, very careful as she was driving. The lady's a seasoned drunk, okay? She's a seasoned drunk driver. As I suspect many people in this town are seasoned drunk driver. And I've talked to people from Massachusetts, and they're like, yeah, all there is to do in Massachusetts is drink. So it's not like she's the only one that was probably semi-alcoholic here, but I'm saying the other people didn't hit someone with their car when they were plastered, okay? Like, I'm tired of the standing for a woman who should have just taken responsibility for her actions and pled to involuntary manslaughter or negligent homicide or leaving the scene of an accident, pled to something, and instead of putting John O'Keefe's family and friends and the whole community through this ridiculous charade of wanting to pretend that you weren't shit-housed drunk, got behind a wheel of a car, and then when you and your boyfriend were probably breaking up because you were fighting, he gets out of the car and you hit him either on purpose or by accident. Like, stop putting people through this just because you don't want to admit that you have a drinking problem, Karen. Ugh. And for those of you who want to come for me in the comments saying how dumb I am or I don't know the case, it's pretty simple. Case is pretty simple. You're the ones who are making it more complicated than it needs to be, because this conspiracy that you're trying to make happen didn't happen. Okay? She did it. She needs to take responsibility. And now I hope, now that she didn't plead, and now that this is going on to a second trial, I hope they throw the book at her. I hope they find her guilty of second-degree murder, because first trial, they were probably split on manslaughter and second-degree murder, and there was probably a holdout for not guilty. But I suspect that most of them were like manslaughter. Karen, be careful what you wish for, because I don't think this jury is going to be going your way this time. But we'll see. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. I will report back next week on my opinions on the Karen Read case. I know you're riveted. Until next time, everybody. I'll see ya. I will be done. Bye.